This is Russell Lockhart and Steve Madden, and welcome to Real Perspective.
Real Perspective.
Real Perspective.
Real Perspective.
Today, we're going to talk about 3 different movies. We're going to talk about One of Them Days, which is a Keke Palmer vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to talk about
Wolfie.
Wolfman. Yeah, Wolfman. I'm not a whole lot to say about that, but yeah, Wolfman.
Wolfie.
And September 5.
September 5.
So let's start with
One of Them Days. One of them days. I'll behave myself. Okay. All righty. We're going to show you the trailer. Watch it here, and we'll be right back.
I'm Keke Palmer.
And I'm SZA.
Check out our trailer.
I'm sorry. I had to get a jump from Shamika, and they had a checkpoint in La Brea. I had to go all the way around. Don't forget, I have my interview at 4. Why are you still trying to be in corporate? Do your own thing. And what's that? Living paycheck to paycheck? You got this, okay? You been that girl. Been that girl.
That my best friend. She a real bad
Girl, you know we getting a white person in the jungle.
I am right here if you guys ever want to have a girls' night. A little Prosecco and pals.
Child, I saw one with a cat in a stroller.
Mama Ruth. You paid the rent, right? You look real alopecia today.
Do you have the rent?
Your boyfriend took our rent money and dipped.
I invested. This is our future.
Come on, man. If we don't get the rent money by 6, we're gonna be on a curb with Fabian.
You want to buy my grandma's vintage speaker?
And your grandma just died. She ain't even in the ground yet. How we gonna make $1,500 by 6? Not to mention I got the interview at 4.
Don't do it. It's a trap.
You want a loan?
If you don't have the money this month, you're not going to have it next month.
My credit score is currently a little... Are you having a heart attack?
I've never seen a credit score this low.
You lucky she holding me back. You lucky she holding me back. If I get this job, you and me gonna be good. For real. You don't have to live like this anymore. You got this. Alyssa, get down. Someone threw retro Jordans up here. You know how much that's worth? Be careful.
Oh my God, bitch, I thought I killed you.
We need our money ASAP. Come on. Let's talk about honey butter biscuits and then
Answer.
First the rent, and now Lolo's trying to kill us.
We actually can pay you $70 per pint.
Okay. Take it easy on me, because news make me squeamish.
Join the club, girl.
Do we still get the money? You find yourself struggling to procure payment funds. Here are a few useful ideas.
Please get out. Please.
Right, so we got a couple of girls here. No, this is a buddy comedy. So
It's a buddy comedy. So not a buddy comedy like you see in the Nick Noltean
Bad Boys,
all those. It's just a buddy comedy. 2 friends. It's Keke Palmer and SZA. It's SZA. SZA.
Say that 5 times fast.
So they were roommates.
Alrighty.
They're roommates in the hood. They're sitting there. They're in an apartment complex that the owner is a jerk, and if you don't get your rent on time on the dot, he puts your stuff out on the lawn, and so or out on the sidewalk. So what happens is that the 2 characters is Drew. It's called Drew and Alyssa. Mm-hmm. Alyssa's boyfriend, she gives him the money for rent, and he spends it on shirts for his business.
Okay.
So he's gotten rid of the rent money, and so the whole premise of this movie is them trying to go out and try to find this money to make before they have to do before they get kicked out and evicted. It's Keke Palmer and SZA. Keke Palmer, if y'all remember. She started as a child actress, and she did, worked her way up. She was in, most notably, recently, the movie Nope from Jordan Peele.
Okay.
Now SZA was in Black Panther.
Black Panther.
So that's
okay.
that's
so
where she
saw
came
her
from.
there. Okay.
And this also has Cat Williams, which is a fantastic comedian. And he's hilarious in this movie. Mm-hmm. So it's a comedy with a little bit of drama mixed in on them. So it's all about. To me, it reminded me a little bit of Friday. The old day.
That was
Friday.
that was a really
hilarious.
popular flick. Yeah.
And so it was just that funny to me. And it was a really great time. You just see their escapades all the way through, trying to figure out, first of all, trying to catch up with the boyfriend and then find out what he did, and then they're trying to find out how to get money. One of the absolute funniest scenes to me was Keke Palmer's character. Drew goes to do plasma, and she's with a new person who's doing the blood and the plasma stick, and she's saying, Can I do this more? Can I get more money? And they said, okay, let's do it. So, you see her later. No, it's silly because they won't do that, and your body can't sustain that. But she does like 4 or 5 times of plasma.
Oh,
so
my
then they have a fight during the plasma. So it was hilarious. It was really funny. So there's things like that. It's the movie's rated R.
Mm-hmm.
It is very rated R. A lot of language in it. A lot of language. Brief drug use and sexual content in there.
Yeah.
No nudity or anything, but there is sexual content that you need to be. I would figure that 17 or above.
Yeah.
Now there are people that it's up to you what you feel. If you I'm going to tell you go to IMDb. They'll tell you exactly what you're seeing in the movie, exact words you're going to hear, all of that stuff. But it is a very fun movie. I think Keke Palmer is fantastic. I've enjoyed her in everything she's done that I've seen. I've always liked her from, like I said, from a young age all the way through. I think she's just a wonderful actress. She's also a really great person. It seems like she has not gotten caught in that Hollywood, getting into trouble and all of that stuff. She's a pretty solid person. I really like her. I think she does a great job in this. SZA does a great job in this. You can see that they're friends, and I think that friendship from off the screen bleeds onto on the screen. And Cat Williams plays this homeless guy who's he's featured several times. Like one of the times they go get a loan from, they'll loan you anywhere, but then their interest prices way up 400, 600%, something like that. And he's telling them, don't do it. His character is absolutely drop dead funny. I just think this is such a fun movie, and it's got, it's all the way through. Keke Palmer's character is trying to get a job at a higher spot in what she's actually a waitress, but she's working to get a supervisor and a more than that, kind of like a salesperson stuff for the company. So it's her doing that and them trying to get the money. Again, hands down, funny movie. I think that it's worth a see, worth a look on your part. If you really like, you don't care about the cussing or anything like that, I think you're going to have a blast. If you like Movie Friday, this is probably a must see. I really like this, and again, I think they worked together as friends, and they looked like friends, and I thought everything worked out really well.
Nice. Okay. All righty. Just a few things. I'm trying not to. Okay, so Keke, listen to the name of her film roles: Animal, Scream, Pimp, Hustlers. Yeah. Nope. I mean, they're all one word. No, I'm kidding. I'm just messing around.
Nothing's a fun movie, though.
Yeah,
I like that one.
But Keke rose to popularity on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, she did. That's where she started.
I sure hope after that recent documentary that she wasn't caught up in all of that.
From everything that I see, that they had a pretty good handle, her and her mom. She always talks about her mom said, don't do this, don't do that. Mm-hmm. It just seems really like she had a base with being able to do the right thing. So everything that I've seen, I don't think she was touched by all the scandalous stuff.
Okay,
it seems like she's got her head on her shoulders and pretty decent.
And what a talent! Yeah. She's not only an actress, Flo, but she's kind of a triple threat because she has a musical career as well.
Yeah, she did. She sings and everything. Yeah.
That's good to see. Okay, alrighty. I got to quit messing around here. Let's go back to the movie. Alrighty, so they had to raise $1,500 for their rent. Yeah. Okay. And this, I guess the whole premise was, what would they have to do to get that? She's over there drawing plasma or doing
now,
this.
I don't want to give too much away about what they do, because there's some funny stuff that leads up to more hilarity and a little bit dangerous situation and stuff like that. But it's all drop dead.
Was this all done in one day's time?
Yes, because they got up that morning and they were going
Said,
to.
"Oh no,
you know,
we
like,
don't have the hood.
well,
We
the
gotta get the
landlord
hood.
landlord knocked on the door, and she's, "Oh, we got it," but I left it with my roommate, left it with Alyssa, and so then you find out from Alyssa said, "Oh, left it with him," and then he's
That
gone,
was it. He spent it all.
and they're trying to find him, and then they find out what he did, and so then like I said, hilarity ensues.
Okay.
So it's
Okay.
funny. It's got some drama in it. Got some funny drama in it.
No, okay.
And it has a little bit of heart.
You spoke to all of this stuff. There is cussing in there. There
Yeah,
is
a lot of
sexual whatever.
There's some sexual material in there. It's not like it is a little bit raunchy on that, and there's sexual that they do sexual dialogue that's a little raunchy. So I will say that is raunch. It's like sex type of thing.
Talking
So,
about the dirty
yeah.
jokes.
But then there's one visual joke that is not straight out nudity, but it kind of gives that little bit of a hint of that. So I won't go into it because I'm not going to talk about that.
Mhm.
Just to know that that's in there. But but other than that, it was just the cussing was the main thing.
Okay. So now, how do you say that? Shah.
It's Shazit, like
SZA.
SZA.
SZA. She's also a musical artist
Yes,
as
she
well
is.
as an actress.
Yes,
Man,
she
you
is.
got these double.
That may be where her and Kiki met. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it could be. Slime You Out. Seriously. Anyway, but she has awards behind her
Yeah.
name,
Yes, she does.
and it looks really good. I mean, these are wonderfully talented individuals that are doing this. Okay.
And Cat
You don't
Williams-
want to bring your 5-year-old down.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise,
Don't bring it back.
you know.
And Cat Williams is absolutely.
Cat
I've
is
always
funny,
loved.
too.
I've loved his stand up. I loved his
Mhm.
comedy. So and he stands out in this one. He's probably the funniest part in there, just his character that he plays.
Mhm.
But his is one that is like you're laughing when got a truly LOL, laughing out loud whenever he's on. But that's Cat. That's what he does.
Okay. So we've already talked about that and all the different things. Now, here's a couple of questions. First of all, anything wokeness?
No. It's
Okay.
all just straightforward.
They're trying to preach anything at you?
No, not really. I mean, it's all about trying to do good and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Drew's character is really trying to be someone that rises above just being a waitress, and not there's anything wrong with being a waitress. I was working in the restaurant industry in my
Yeah.
early days,
Listen,
but
I
she
did
just
too.
wanted to aspire to more.
Years.
And the other part is that Alyssa is a painter, like real painting.
Okay.
Canvas. And so it talks about it's all about aspiring to what you can be as well. That's the underlying thing. So it actually has a pretty decent subplot to that.
Okay. Cool. But it was pretty good, funny, that
It was
type of
funny.
thing.
There are a lot of like stereotypes in there of people that live in the hood. And so it's kind of like Friday again. It's like Friday
Okay.
where they have the stereotype people, stuff like that. But dude, man, it's just a funny movie. Really
Okay.
funny.
Well,
So
great.
no wokeness.
Okay, no wokeness. We'll behave with the wokeness. All righty. And okay, so let's get down to the nitty and the gritty. Let's get down to the reels.
So I give this 7 out of 10.
7 out
Yeah,
of 10.
it was funny. It was there were parts of it that dragged just a little bit, maybe went on too long, but it paid out really well. So even with the plasma part, I thought that there was a part that could have been cut for about another minute or two, maybe shorter.
Yeah.
But it was just the funny was there. So yeah,
The funny was there. They had some good comedy.
Yeah.
Good thing. Now, of course, like again, don't bring the kids to this thing. And you can look on IMDb if you're concerned with different particulars about the flick.
Right.
But 7 out of 10. All righty. Well, good. All righty. So let's go, and we're going to talk about Wolfie.
Wolfman. Yeah.
Wolfman.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the new Wolfman movie. All righty. Hang tight and watch this trailer, and we'll be right back.
Ginger? Ginger, are you okay? Look at me. Look at me. So, are you hurt? Are you hurt? me right now. Run.
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello? We were in an accident.
Daddy, are we gonna die?
No, it's my job to protect you.
And we were attacked. I think my husband was infected. Blake. Blake. Blake.
Daddy. Daddy.
What's wrong with
Daddy.
He got sick.
What is happening to me?
Can you understand me? You're hearing me. You're scaring me.
Please, Daddy, it's me. Hurry, Mommy, he's coming.
Now, okay, the original horror characters
Yeah.
were Frankenstein,
Yep.
Dracula,
Wolfman.
Wolfman, and the Mummy.
Yeah.
And the Invisible Man, but I think he was kind of an offshoot.
Yeah.
But the other four.
Those were the big ones right there. The that you saw in the 50s.
Yeah, back then. Well, actually, this one is a
40s,
reboot of the
50s.
Wolfman
Yeah.
41.
41, yeah. So yeah, that's not that I cut my teeth on those, but I did. Not that I'm that old.
Mhm.
However, when I was younger, I loved the B movies. I loved
Yeah.
watching these movies. We used to have the show on Friday nights, and it was like all the like starting at 10 and 11 o'clock at night.
Uh-huh.
They would show B grade movies all the way until the morning. And I remember staying up, 10, 12 years old and just watching these. Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh,
Dracula,
all those flavors.
Dracula meets
They're on
Frankenstein.
Sven Gulli now.
Yeah, they were so fun
Yeah.
to watch. They were compared to nowadays, they weren't scary, but at that time they were a little bit.
You watched it in black and white.
Absolutely,
Creepy out at night. Okay, let's see the review.
So Wolfman stars Christopher Abbott.
Mhm.
Now he was in another crappy movie called what is it? Craven the Hunter.
Craven the Hunter,
which
Marvel
is another
flick.
piece of
Offshoot of Spidey Man.
Julia Gardner, which I absolutely love this woman. She's from Ozark.
Mhm.
I thought when I saw Ozark, I thought that she just like killed it. Her part just towered over everybody else's. I just loved her part.
Mhm.
So she's in that, and then there's Matilda Firth, who's a child actress, and so she plays a child. So basically, the story on this. There's this guy goes in. His name's Blake. He's going to his childhood home. His dad passed away. Now they do at the very beginning of the movie. They do a little thing where his dad and him are hunting. He's a child, and dad's hunting with him, and they're in a blind. The blind, for those of you who don't hunt, is just like this big, tall. Looks like a tree house, but you get inside of it, and that way you're there, and you can shoot the animals that are coming by.
Deer.
So his dad is a big hunter, and some kind of creature comes up and attacks the boy at one point and scratches him, and then attacks the dad as well, and so that scene happens. Then flash forward later, the boy is a man. He's got a wife and a daughter. And he figures out that finds out that his dad passed away, so he's going to go back to their home and just kind of clear things out and maybe stay for a little while and see what they can do. So all three of them head out that way. Now this is an area that is like wooded area, not that many people, not close houses like we see all the time. So you're seeing all these houses that are spread apart. They're off in the distance from each other. So he goes out there and does this. He comes encounter with that same creature that attacked him and his dad when he was
Oh,
young.
wow. Okay.
And of course, he becomes a Wolfman. And then he, going to kill people, attack his family, and blah, 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 et cetera, That's about all I can say about this movie. I did not like it. And I love Wolfman movies. I love Dracula movies. I love all these things. This was a huge letdown. A huge letdown. And the number one reason, number one reason is storyline. The story was just lackluster. It just really wasn't a lot of meat in it, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And the drama wasn't there. I remember one of the other critics said it didn't have bite. That was a funny line for a Wolfman movie, not a bite. But the story was bad. Everything was just kind of a letdown. And one of the things that I compare werewolf movies to is not necessarily the movie itself, but the special effects. Is a wonderful movie back in the 80s called American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
That transformation from man to wolf, absolutely. It broke the mold. And that was all special effect. That wasn't CGI. That was special effects they used. I love that. So I compare these modern movies to that. And their transformation really stunk. It was horrible. And their werewolves looked like barely hairy dogs. It was just not good.
Okay.
I will tell you right now, I found myself seriously laughing during this movie. And it's a serious movie. So when you're laughing during a serious movie, there's something wrong about that movie.
Everybody's looking at you at the movie house and you're laughing.
Yeah, and I think that's so. If you want to go see it, hey, go ahead. If you want to try to see a werewolf movie and you feel like this is the one, I think you're going to be sorely disappointed. If you want to go see it though and give it a try, I would go matinee, because if you want to see it on the big screen. Or even more, wait till it gets to streaming and you can stream it on something. I just really don't have high hopes for this at all. I did not like it at all. It is rated R, bloody violence and language.
Okay.
Which is not a bad. I mean, it's the main thing is just the violence and stuff. They do have some language in there, but it's R mainly because of the violence, and yes, goes with any werewolf movie or anything like that. But I think this one is one to avoid. But if you do want to see it, like I said, discount. If you have $1 theater, man, okay, I can spend $1 and go.
Wait for it to come on. Yeah.
I saw it for free, and I hated it. And so I was like going, I want my time back. That's how bad I felt it was. It still has some good qualities because it had Julia Garner in it. Now she is not as solid as she was in other movies, and the acting is good. The scenery is decent where they have some of the cinematography is really decent, but storyline and special effects took me out of it. So
Okay.
that's where we're at.
Alrighty. Well, that was okay. So let me give you a little history here from Universal, which is it's always interesting to me. Do you remember The Mummy in 2017? That was the one with Tom Cruise, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a kind of an attempt to try.
And that movie failed.
It failed miserably.
Yes, because you don't put Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible movie. Don't put him in a Mummy movie. No, I'm kidding.
No, seriously. I mean, it was not a great movie.
He should have been doing, and the Mummy should have been doing acrobatic or whatever. Anyway,
hanging on by his tape on his the roll on his body, the mummy roll.
So what happened was Universal got this idea to make to bring back all of the old school monsters. Mummy failed. So Universal shifted its focus to standalone films. the success of The Invisible Man. Do
Which
you
was
remember
awesome.
that one?
That was good.
What was the name of that actress? That starred?
Kevin Bacon was no.
Wasn't that the
No,
one
it-
in The Handmaid's Tale?
Yes, it was. I can't remember. I can't remember her name right now. But
We'll
yeah,
find it.
She
But yeah.
did that. That one was well
That
done.
was
I
really
really liked
they,
that.
and that
I
was
was thinking Kevin
successful.
Bacon, that was a different movie. No, she did it. They did a great job on that. I
Mhm.
thought it was a unique perspective of the Invisible Man
Yeah.
version. I thought that was great. They did a good job on that.
Okay, so you got The Invisible Man comes back. They rekindle their interest in monster movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so they accepted the pitch by Ryan Gosling, who was also set to star in the movie. We didn't, for a new Wolfman film, and so they did the Wolfman.
He probably
It's-
read the script.
if you look at this on a chart, boink, boink, boink.
Yeah.
You know, low, high, low.
Look, the key to this is don't change it up tremendously. That's the whole thing, is that you can do little tweaks. Invisible Man did tweaks, but it still was
Yeah.
the main story. But when you do this and when your script is bad,
Mhm.
that starts a bad part right there.
Do you-
And then your special effects,
Yeah.
man, you got to get.
Do you
this
feel
together.
that they wasted Julia Garner?
I do. She was like a backdrop, and it was stuck doing the crying. I'm going to protect my family no matter what. You promised not to hurt us, and I was really disappointed in that. She was like a backdrop to me,
Okay.
and the main focus was him, and that was a letdown.
Would Abbott and Costello have saved this movie?
What would have made it funnier?
It would have made it
Would have
funnier.
made it funnier.
All right. Okay, I'll behave. Now, the thing is, but we have Julia Garner. Okay, so you didn't like it.
No,
Okay, number one, did they have any homosexuality in it?
no,
Did they have any wokeness?
no wokeness at all.
Okay.
No.
Preachy?
No.
Okay.
No, might have had some, some fun in it if they did, but
Just a failed attempt.
yeah. Hey, you're a werewolf, but can we get you saved here? Can you put your hand on the Bible? Can we?
Would
No.
you
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that
it's-
American Werewolf in London was your favorite Wolfman movie?
For the most part, yes. To me, like when I watched the Wolf movie, Wolfman from the old black and white ones.
Yes.
That kindled my love for those kind of movies. So
Mhm.
that in itself was always my favorite, just because it was the original, the OG. Now, the modern movies, Wolfman movies, is absolutely American Werewolf in London.
Yeah.
Now, I don't begrudge anybody seeing glimmery vampires, and
Mm-hmm.
I thought that their in Twilight, I thought their transformation was decent for the werewolf, but the rest of it was like a teenage dream. It was all
Yeah,
teenagers,
that was
So,
really geared towards
I
a
just
certain
didn't.
audience.
But there were things of Twilight I liked.
Mhm.
I thought the transformation of werewolves did a great job, but I haven't seen anything since. And I watched prior to Wolfman, I watched Werewolves,
Yes.
which was another disappointment. That looked even worse than Wolfman. But yeah, I think that American Werewolf in London at this moment is still remaining
Still
my
is a
modern
more
day,
modern day
yes,
good one.
Wolfman.
Now that
Absolutely.
Wolfman, that like I said, I was asking you about this before. Anthony Hopkins
Anthony
starred
Hopkins, yeah.
in one many years ago.
Yeah.
I remember being taken to that movie and watching it, and it was okay, But okay, cool. So, you know what I'm waiting for them to do? Creature from the Black Lagoon.
They did that a few years ago. They did one, but I don't remember how long ago it was. I remember it was pretty decent. But,
It was?
yeah, but
Okay.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like beyond my
That
playlist
Swamp
again.
Thing,
Yeah.
about the 80s
Yeah.
stuff. But okay,
Yeah.
so all righty, let's get down to the nitty and the gritty and the real.
4.2.
4.2.
Yeah. Think about
How
it.
did you come out with 4.2? You get your calculator?
I just wanted to point something.
Okay.
Just to get. I just again, some of the shots on there the was good.
Yeah.
Julia was decent but wasted. The kid was good. I thought she was a decent actress, and the acting wasn't bad. It's just the storyline, and the Transformation that did it for me. Transformation knocked a whole bunch off of it.
No.
I want some realism in it, especially nowadays when we've got modern technology.
Well, you have a lot of technology in
and
Hollywood
CGI.
things look good.
I'm sorry, they can't do as well with CGI as they used to do with some special effects. That's proof's in the pudding with
Yeah, I wonder why they're going low. But anyway,
Yeah.
all righty. Number 3, let's look at that third movie.
Number 3 is September 5, about a 1972 during the Olympics, a hostage situation.
Okay. All righty, folks. Watch this trailer, and we will be right back to review.
Ready, camera 1. Hit it.
Good morning. I'm Jim McKay speaking to you live from the Olympics in Munich, West Germany.
Talk me through the day. So it's a volleyball, then there's boxing.
Good. It's America versus Cuba.
Sure you want to bring in the politics?
It's not about politics. It's about emotions.
And we're clear.
Great job, everyone. Do you hear that?
Were those gunshots?
What's the situation?
The police are reporting that armed terrorists have attacked the Israeli athletes.
There's a hostage situation going on right now in the Olympic Village.
ABC wants news to take over.
Your sports, you're in way over your head.
400 yards away from where this is happening. We are the only people capable of following it live. This is our story, and we're keeping it.
What do I tell the cameras?
What do you mean?
I mean, can we show someone being shot on live television?
We're on.
The peace of what have been called the Serene Olympics was shattered this morning. The games are still going on. Within a few hundred yards, 9 terrified living human beings are being held prisoner.
You need to understand how sensitive this situation is.
These are just local cops doing things they have never done before.
We'll make it broadcast history. More people have seen this than watch Armstrong land on the moon.
There are police on the roof.
Oh, guys.
That's a TV. Or are they seeing what we're seeing?
What are you talking about?
Are the terrorists seeing this?
Our job is to tell the story of these individuals whose lives are at stake.
It's not okay. We made it worse.
It's a madhouse down here.
They know the whole world is watching. If they shoot someone on live television, whose story is that? Is it ours or is it theirs?
So,
alrighty. So, okay, this is a historical drama.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So here's the thing. So I remember this when it happened. I remember watching the Olympics back. I was a kid, watching the Olympics happening, and all of a sudden they cut in and we had a hostage situation. So there's Israeli. I can talk.
We'll say that again.
Israelites. Israelis were kidnapped.
Okay.
By a terrorist. And so these were actually people that were competing in the Olympics. So this happened like live, because remember, this was back before streaming, before recording something, before all this. This was live TV, and this was happening. So I remember a lot about that, which was really cool to be able to watch this movie, because this movie goes in behind the scenes.
Yeah,
it's just cool. So you're seeing a network. And of course, back then we didn't have that many networks working at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
There was a network, I believe it was ABC. I don't remember now.
It was ABC, yeah.
And they were scrambling. They were trying to do this. It was like their big thing that they were doing, and they're stuck in this area where because they're in Munich, Germany, and so they're off in an area not like their little studio stuff. So they're trying to figure out. They had everything set up on the field where they're doing the Olympics, or the areas where they're doing Olympics, and this happened. They happened to be right across the street from where the kidnapping was, the hostages were being kept. So they were having to move these big cameras. Remember, like I said, it's 72, so we didn't have little GoPros or cameras like that. They were humongous cameras you had to roll out there and do all that. So they worked all this stuff. You saw the back end of all of this happening. Scrambling to get these shots, scrambling to get a story, finding out what's real, what's not, because even, back then was even, you didn't have internet. It was word of mouth, whatever you're hearing. And you're in a country that was trying to keep it silent. Now understand that during this time, you're in Munich, Germany. You have these guys that are kidnapped, and with Germany's history from WW2, they're eager to kind of keep this quiet, because of the Jewish aspect of that. So they're trying to squash it, and other people are trying to figure out what's going on. It's an exciting movie. It's one of those things where you're in only a single space, a couple of sceneries in there. You don't see the hostage stuff part. You're just seeing the news agency. So you're seeing that part of it. Mm-hmm. They are just trying to get this story. So you see that part of it. I think that's kind of cool to see the back end, because I lived the other part. So it's kind of neat to see how they scrambled. I mean, it was even to the point of they got cut off because they had a deal with NBC where they had that feed during this certain time. The cameras that were down there, they had that feed, and they had to share these time slots. And so they were having to call because NBC didn't have the camera where it needs to be. They just had the time slot where they were get to be on there, and they had to go and negotiate. Say, hey, we'll do live stream from NBC as well, and we'll put your logo up there so y'all can stream it as well. So they said okay. So they just put a NBC logo along with their ABC logo and kept going. It was a really good movie. I really enjoyed this. It was great to see that end. It was, again, if you think things like this, it's almost like a documentary where you're seeing the back end of it. Mm-hmm. So some people might get bored of it. But I thought it moved pretty fast. It was you just see the scrambling going on. I think they did a great job. Absolutely wonderful job on that.
Wow. Okay. So this is okay. Do you think we're seeing a lot of these type of things coming up? I remember Saturday night.
Yeah.
Okay, behind the scenes,
the SNL,
and all that, lead up to that.
Yeah.
And all that, and I mean, it kind of is interesting. They just released that on one of the.
That was a funny one. That was kind of cool. Again, one of those things where I was there when it happened, so it's kind of cool to see the back end of it.
Yeah.
Although on Saturday night, I understand that they kind of made up some of it, mm-hmm. and from here, I think what everything that I read is that they didn't have to fake any of the.
No, they try to do it
drama.
Accurately,
they did accurately.
and there was enough drama in it.
Absolutely.
Now, I do say one thing I just noticed by looking on here. They had archival footage from the Wide World of Sports.
Yes, yeah.
Wide World of Sports was one of my, as a kid, I grew up in the 70s, and it was one of my favorite things to do. I always would look forward to Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Because they'd have the Wide World of Sports. And, like I think I was telling you before, we always think, well, we got baseball, we got basketball, we got football, and maybe hockey if you're up north. You don't know that there's anything other sports going on. But Wide World of Sports was all over the place.
Everywhere.
Jim McKay, oh my goodness. And then Peter Jennings, which is, they did portray him. Benjamin Walker portrayed him. And Ben Walker, right?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
And he played in Jessica Jones the last season of
I
Jessica
forgot about
Jones.
that. I didn't forget about that. Yeah.
But he's good actor.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter. Oh boy.
That was actually a fun movie.
Okay. And then Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. Now I guess this is the new flavor that they got going on. I have not been able to watch this yet. I need to see this.
You're not missing much.
I'm not missing. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Thank you.
I don't like it at all.
Thank you. Okay. And a couple other actor things. Now, Peter Sarsgaard is not Skarsgård. So I have them where they're wondering, is he a brother? No, he's not. He's a different flow.
But FYI on that, it's kind of cool that he is actually married to Maggie Gyllenhaal, which is Jake Gyllenhaal's sister. So I think that's kind of cool. That's sort of
And
notable.
okay, was he in the Batman? The
The
Batman?
Batman, yeah.
And Maggie was in Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild? Anyway, I love stuff like that. Ben Chaplin. Okay, Ben Chaplin. There's a lot of Brits here. Ben Chaplin, I remember him. He's a British dude. Legend of Tarzan. I remember him in that one. And then there was something else that I saw him in that kind of tweaked my interest. This guy's he's television, of course.
Yeah.
Let me see. Where are you? Where are you? Okay. Anyway, but I mean, he was in a lot of British stuff. Okay, Mrs. Davis, the Nevers. Anyway, the Black Knight. He's. I recognized him. That's why I was. And then the female that played in this movie, which was Leonie Benesch. Now, if any of you watch Masterpiece Theater, David Tennant, who was the big popular doctor of Doctor Who, was she played as the female or the girl that went along and around the world in 80 days.
The one that had to do
It was
with
a
Doctor Who?
masterpiece. Well, okay, David Tennant was Doctor Who.
Oh,
He
okay,
played
I got
the
you.
main
I
character. She was the girl that would follow. What was his?
All right, so the Doctor Who didn't have anything to do with this movie.
No, no, it didn't, except for the fact David Tennant. Okay, that ties in, and then wasn't the other dude Corey Johnson?
Is that 5 degrees of separation?
Yeah, I mean they all just intersect. It's just so fun. Anyway, Corey Johnson, who played Hank Hansen in this, was in Doctor Who, the very first revival.
Now we got back to
series.
Doctor Who.
Okay, so now you got back to Doctor Who. Everything points back.
First
to
on who? Second base,
on
first
who?
base.
Who's on first? Okay, alrighty. That's enough of that. Okay, good stuff. Drama. Did it keep you on the edge of your seat?
Absolutely. It was, again, because I knew what happened, it was kind of one of those that it still kept me on the edge to kind of figure out how they deal with it. And I knew the outcome.
Yeah.
So, if I'm not going to spoil that, I know that a lot of you may not have seen, may not have been around during that time. Yeah. Or that you didn't know what had happened, but it did. It's the outcome is there, and then you know what the outcome is, but you're still going for the ride of what they went through. And it's actually it's a pretty decent movie, and the way great storytelling on that end. Okay. A lot of language. So it's rated R.
Okay, so it is rated R. You got language. Yeah. What about sex?
That's it. Language is it.
Okay.
The thing is that it's focusing on everything that happened. So you're not
having
drama, relationships, all that stuff. You're seeing
throw something in like
and you're not seeing the actual hostages, so you don't get violence. Mm-hmm. You're just seeing the hustle and bustle of the news agency and trying to figure out what to do, and their disappointments and their highs and lows. So you see all of that happening, and so mainly it's just language. That's what's rated R for.
Russell, you should see the amount of awards this movie was up for.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, it's amazing. And the Academy Awards for an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay.
Yeah.
It won, who won? Los Angeles Film Critics Association won there, and it also won San Diego Film Critics Society. I mean, for Best Ensemble and Best Editing. Yeah. This thing has a lot of awards attached.
I'm not surprised. Like I said, it's just top notch. It really is a good movie, and if you don't like these kind of movies where you're seeing behind the scenes, maybe not. Maybe it's not for you. Or if you didn't, care about the 72 Olympics and what happened. But I think this is a really great piece of history to see from that end. I saw it from one end. Now I saw it from the behind the scenes. And it's so fascinating.
Okay. All right. Good. Okay. Wokeism.
Nah, because all of this is out the door because it is a true thing.
It's a true thing, but then
they're not worried about it.
Well, let's put a trans character in there so we can,
nothing like that.
Yeah.
Nothing on that.
Okay. I'll behave. Okay. Let's get down to the nitty and gritty. The reels.
8 reels out of 10.
8 out of 10.
I really enjoyed this one. Yeah, I really enjoyed this.
So this is your favorite of the 3.
Again, it could be just because of the perspective of that I was there and I saw that, and as a young boy, that just captivated me, and it kind of stayed in my mind about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, that was the first time I ever heard of anything, anybody being taken hostage.
Yeah.
So it stuck in my head.
Intense.
So seeing this, it was cool to see the back end of that. So absolutely 8 out of 10.
Look at Sean Penn put his money behind this.
Yeah, I did see that, and I thought that was interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, it just caught my eye as I was looking at that. Okay, so 8 out of 10 on
8
this
out of 10.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's recap tonight's movies.
Yes.
All righty. So let's go back. One of them days.
One of them days. A 7. It's funny. It's just you're just gonna have fun in the movie. It's a lot of cussing,
funny.
Sexual,
Not for the
sexual
kids.
things,
Don't bring the kids out to this. And
but
probably,
very funny.
Okay, and
Harkens back to Friday. I'm telling you, this is what I got the feeling.
Okay, you got the vibe of the
Yeah.
Friday flow. Wolfie.
Wolfman, very much disappointing in that. I did it as 4.2. 4.2. And I probably, if it hadn't been for some of the acting and because it had
Julia Gardner
in it, I probably would have gone lower. But yeah, 4.2.
It would have been 1 if you didn't have Julia in there, right?
Don't waste your time on this unless you do matinee.
All righty. And September 5th.
September 5th, solid 8.
8 out of 10.
Great storytelling. Absolutely loved it.
Fantastic. Russell, thank you for those reviews. All righty. And we will be back soon here, hopefully the next couple of weeks, with another rundown. You got some movies out. Is there anything good coming out?
There's some decent movies coming out.
I know Marvel has Captain America.
Yeah, but we got other ones coming out in the next couple of weeks. So we'll be doing a couple, probably at the end of next week, we'll have a couple more. So,
okay.
Yeah.
And realize this is our very first real perspective of 2025.
Yes, it is.
Welcome. We're back at it. And Russell is back on the scene doing the reviews. All righty. Well, thank you all for tuning in. And got to remember our new flow here. Keep the popcorn popping and the drinks flowing, and
be a blessing and be blessed.
God bless y'all. Have a wonderful week, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Take care.